Good morning, Stampers. Welcome to another edition of Snowberry Stampers, and today I'm going to share with you how I created this pretty card using the Gather Together stamp set and the DSP and copper foil. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so the stamp set that we're using is the Gather Together, which will be released in the holiday catalog on September the 4th. So this is a photopolymer set. Okay, we're going to be using the matching framelits, the dies, called Gathered Leaves. And you can see these three over here not only cut, but they emboss. So they're really very pretty. And we're going to be using some of the DSP that comes out of, that's the one side. And here's some of the other sides. This is from the Come Together Designer Series paper set. Alright, so the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need a 5.5 by 11 sheet of vanilla cardstock, and I've used the thick vanilla. I'm going to need a piece of copper foil, and this is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Alright. And then I've got a piece of this the Designer Series paper that I've cut out with the large rectangular framelit. It's the largest one. So have that. You're going to need a piece of DSP to cut out one of the leaves, a leaf from the copper foil, another leaf from the copper foil, then a leaf from Very Vanilla. You're going to need just a strip, usually these are the leftovers, of the copper foiling, a scrap of vanilla so that we can stamp the greeting, and that is also cut out with the framelit, with the small miscellaneous piece. You can see here it's got the stitching on it. And then a piece of linen thread and a couple of pearls, any size. Alright, so let's get started. I'm using my mono adhesive glue, multi-purpose glue. And the first thing we're going to do is put the copper down on the vanilla base. Alright, and then we're going to put adhesive on the back of the DSP and place that on the copper. Looks so pretty. Alright, and then we're going to, I just wrapped the linen thread around my hand a couple of times, and then I like to gather it in the center and just kind of give it a little bit of a twist, and then just pull out the threads. And I'm going to, for me the easiest way is to just take a piece of Scotch tape and lay this down if I know I'm going to be covering the center of it anyway. Alright. We're going to take this leaf and we're going to crinkle it up really good. And then just unfold it. Without trying to tear it. But if you tear it, no biggie. Alright. I'm going to pop this up, but just the bottom, with a dimensional. so that it still gives me some movement here. All right, the large copper leaf I'm going to just glue down to the card. Right, and then I'm going to glue the beige one. Really doesn't, there's no rhyme or reason to what gets popped up and to what stays flat. What's ever going to make you happy. This one I'm going to pop up. Alright, and then I'm going to put the greeting, which I've already stamped and put dimensionals on the back. I'm going to put that, this time I'm going to put it over on this side. So I want to balance out the leaves with the greeting. And then we're going to take my Take Your Pick tool and pick up some of these pearls. Sequins would look really pretty with this as well. And you always want to do an odd number. There we go. And then for the inside, I'm just going to take a little bit of glue and adhere that to the bottom. And then trim that off. Alright, so there's the card. Now we need the inside greeting. And since it says gather together, I'm going to do this greeting here. May this season bring you smiles and love that will last all year. And I'm going to stamp that in Cajun Craze. Oh, and then I've got a schmutz here. Oops. Okay. Well, nothing like an opportunity to clean that up. Alright, so I'm going to take the large leaf, and I must have ink on my finger, and I'm just going to stamp that on there. There we go. And while I've got the leaf out, I went ahead and I stamped the corner of the envelope, and I also stamped the back flap. Alright, and little trick that I saw yesterday, because I'm still not happy with that schmutz in there, I'm going to take my aqua painter and I'm just going to pull some of that color. I've not got any color on the brush. I've just got a little bit of water. There we go. So my mistake turned into a non-mistake. It looks intentional. Okay. So there you have it. The 2 cards created in 5 minutes. Prep time probably took me an additional 5 minutes. So if you've got any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy stamping!